Hi everybody, it's Alisdair. I'm doing some reading about our reading from Job this week. Came upon these words from the womanist theologian Will Gaffney. I invite you to let her words wash over you. God is bigger than our circumstances, preconceptions, and misconceptions, she writes. God is bigger than our faults and our failures, our dreams and our schemes, our hope and our hurt. God is bigger than this crucified and crucifying world. God is bigger than this nation and its borders. God is bigger than our theologies and our politics. God is bigger than our church. God is bigger, even bigger than the Bible. God is bigger than its slave-holding culture. God is bigger than the Bible's patriarchy and sexism and the misogyny of its interpreters. God is bigger than the understanding of gender in its pages. God is bigger than the Bible's Iron Age theology, and yet and still, God speaks through it just as God spoke to Job in the whirlwind. God spoke to Job but didn't explain why. The people who put together the book of Job knew that even when you find your way to or back to God after a tragedy, you don't get all the answers, if any. You may never hear God speak to you about your sorrow, but you will find, as Job found, a God who is present, and yes, bigger and greater and grander and more exalted and more majestic than you can imagine, but also a God who sees your tears and hears your cries shouted into the wind. God is bigger. God's love is bigger. God's grace is bigger. God's mercy is bigger. Bigger than our need. Bigger than the world's hurt and hunger. God is bigger. God is enough. Amen. And may peace be with you all.